Welcome back to week 6 of the AI Trading Bot Challenge. We're officially halfway. 30 days down, 30 days to go. And when I started this challenge, I thought the goal was simple. Build 2 profitable AI trading bots, but after 6 weeks, I don't think that's the goal anymore. Because this week completely changed how I think about automated trading. It wasn't the biggest winning week, it definitely wasn't the biggest losing week, but it might have been the most important week yet. Overall, week 6 finished almost flat. A couple of strong green days, followed by a few frustrating red sessions, leaving the week down by roughly $40. Normally, I'd be disappointed by that, but strangely, I'm actually more optimistic now than I was a week ago. And here's why. Let's start with Icarus. If you've been following this series, you'll know that Icarus has spent the last few weeks driving me completely insane. Not because it was losing, but because it barely wanted to trade at all. Entire sessions would go by without a single position being opened. At first, I thought the strategies were terrible. I thought I just haven't found the right entries. Turns out, that wasn't the problem. The engine itself wasn't allowing good trades to happen. This week we finally fixed that. The tournament engine is now running properly. Candidates are actually being evaluated. Risk is resolving correctly. Orders are reaching MetaTrader, trades are being mirrored, and everything is finally being logged properly. For the first time, Icarus actually feels alive. That's a huge milestone. We also rebuilt the entire risk system. Small accounts were constantly being blocked by minimum lot restrictions. So we introduced demo risk unlocks, minimum lot overrides, and a nuclear bypass specifically for testing. It sounds dramatic, but without it, Icarus simply couldn't trade. Session windows also received a major overhaul. Instead of hard blocking every opportunity outside preferred hours, they now act as guidance. If a setup is good enough, the bot can still take it. That one change alone dramatically improved consistency. Another major shift happened inside the tournament itself. Instead of juggling dozens of legacy systems, Icarus now focuses on a much smaller champion portfolio. Trades by Psy version 2.5, Trades by Psy version 3, Trend Exhaustion Fade version 2.5, and Trend Exhaustion Fade version 3. Instead of constantly inventing new strategies, we're finally refining proven ones. By the end of the week, we released version 3.1. Duplicate strategies are now blocked. Strategy families are locked. Version 3 is prioritized over version 2.5, and duplicate exposure has been reduced significantly. The focus has shifted from making Icarus trade more to making Icarus trade better. That doesn't mean the work is finished. Far from it actually. The governor is still evaluating far too many opportunities. Execution is stable, but profitability still isn't where I want it. Now for the good news. The bottleneck has changed. We're no longer fixing infrastructure. Now we're improving expectancy. That's a much better problem to have. Hey guys, Studio Devolt here for a second to tell you about today's sponsor, Weekly. Now if you're anything like me, your life is probably scattered across about 17 different places right now. You've got tasks in your notes app, ideas in your WhatsApp messages you send to yourself at 2 in the morning, random screenshots you'll definitely forget to look at again, 27 browser tabs you swear are important, and somehow a sticky note on your desk that's been there since March. You know that feeling when you know you wrote something down, you just can't remember where. That's exactly why I started using Weekly. Instead of trying another massive productivity system, Weekly is just one place to keep your life together. Your tasks, your notes, your reminders, your budgeting, even your AI assistant. Everything lives in one place, so you're not constantly trying to remember where you saved something. And unlike other apps like Notion, opening Weekly doesn't feel like you've accidentally started a second job. It's simple, it's clean, and it actually helps you feel more organized instead of less. If you'd like to check it out for yourself, head over to myweekly.co.za and use the code CAPITALINSIDER for 15% off. Subscriptions start at just $5 per month, which is about 20% of what you'd be paying for another app. Thanks again to Weekly for supporting the channel. Now let's get back to the video. Midas had a very different week. Instead of rebuilding the engine, we focused on discipline. Because after analyzing weeks of historical data, one thing became obvious. Midas didn't need more trades. It needed better behavior. One of the biggest changes was the daily profit lock. Originally, it was set high. It almost never activated. But after replaying 60 days of trading history, we discovered something surprising. Around half of all days that reached $20 in profit eventually gave a large portion of that money back. Some even finished negative. So we made a decision. Instead of chasing perfect days, Midas now protects good ones. The daily profit locked was reduced to $20. We also investigated overtrading. The data told a clear story. The biggest drawdowns happened on days with 16 or more trades. The sweet spot around 10 to 12. So we introduced a maximum daily trade limit of 12. Again, not to make more money, but to stop giving it back. Risk management also moved into the cloud. Daily loss limits, profit locks, trade caps, everything now lives in one central system. No more conflicting calculations, no more guessing what the launcher is doing. Everything is visible, everything is consistent. And that's probably the biggest lesson Midas taught me this week. The strategy itself didn't suddenly become smarter. Its environment became smarter. Sometimes improving a trading system isn't about changing entries. It's about improving the rules surrounding those entries. Being halfway through this challenge has made me realize something. 6 weeks ago, I thought finding the perfect strategy would be the hardest part. I couldn't have been more wrong. Finding strategies, that's actually the easy part. Building a system that executes them consistently, manages risk correctly, protects profit, logs everything accurately, and survives bad days, that's the hard part. Icarus taught me that great strategies are useless if the infrastructure doesn't work. Midas taught me that profitable strategies can still fail if risk management is poor. Neither lesson is something I expected when we started. Now where do we go from here? Interestingly, we're making fewer changes than we've ever done before. The first 30 days were all about building. Now the next 30 days are about proving. Unless something genuinely breaks, I'm not planning on making any major strategy changes every week anymore. Instead, we're going to observe, we're going to measure, tighten, and protect capital to see whether these systems can become consistently profitable over time. Because that's the real goal now. Not chasing one massive green day, but building trading systems that can survive for years. So, we're officially halfway. Icarus is finally trading, Midas is becoming more disciplined, neither bot is perfect. But for the first time, I genuinely feel like both are heading in the right direction. The next 6 weeks won't be about rebuilding anything. They'll be about answering one question. Can these systems become consistently profitable? And we'll find out together. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. And while you're there, hit the like button and drop a comment telling us which bot do you think is gonna win this challenge. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in week 7. And as always, happy investing.